honor and a pleasure to me tonight be here for this presidential installation of Masoud Karimipour as the next president of the Tallahassee Builders Association. I've known Masoud. I first met him in 1991 when he was 26 years old and wet behind the ears. He came to me because he decided he wanted to go into business for himself. I started attending to his construction loan needs and had a relationship with him right up until the time that I retired in 2005. And I can tell you, Masoud Karimipour brings to this association what he always practiced in his own business. And this association is going to do great things because he's always tended to his business, and anything that he saw that wasn't going like it should, he fixed it. He got it straightened out, and he went on down the road. He never just turned his back on anything and let it go. Anyhow, I was very proud that I'd done business with him for all the years that I did. And Masoud, I want to say to you that you're the leader, the number one member in the eyes of the membership of the Tallahassee Builders Association and the citizens of this area. As such, you should remember that real leadership is allowing others to show their talents. You must guide as well as lead your organization and its members. I doubt if anyone could ever adequately cover or explain the many responsibilities and duties that you'll be called upon to perform during the coming year. However, a few recommendations I would make to you are as follows. Be positive and firm in your leadership. The negative viewpoint can be done by others, but not let it come from you. Be enthusiastic in your attitude, and your entire membership will be enthusiastic about the work of the association. Nothing great has ever been achieved without enthusiasm. Delegate authority and responsibility. Give this to our organization, which gave you the opportunity to become a leader. This will also help develop new leaders, which will make your task 10 times easier. Keep your members informed. This is a must. Your members will cooperate and work if they know what is going on and what is expected of them. Recognize your limitations, and when you get very tired, disappointed, and discouraged, realize it has happened to every president before you and will happen to everyone who follows you. Fortunately, this is only a momentary feeling. Remember, you and the association members can do anything you set your minds and hearts to, as long as you stand firmly upon the principles and ideals upon which our wonderful organization was founded. Masoud, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Masoud Karimipour, do solemnly swear
I, Masoud Karimipour, solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
the
office of President of the Tallahassee Builders Association
office of Tallahassee Builders Association
and will, to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
serve as a living example
serve as a living example
of the philosophy and beliefs of this organization
philosophy and belief of this organization
as embodied in the standards of conduct
embodied in
and code of ethics of the Tallahassee Builders Association. Congratulations. Members of the Tallahassee Builders Association, your 2014 president.
Thank you. First of all, I want to thank everybody to be here. Also, wanted to let you guys know such an honor to serve as the president of Tallahassee Builders Association for the incoming year. I wanted to thank you people. First of all, I want to thank Joe for installing me today. Again, know Joe for over 20 years. I've always respected him. He's a father figure to me. And anytime I had problems, questions, he's one of the first people I always went to. Thank you. Also wanted to thank Paul Thompson. Paul, a lot of people don't know Paul. You heard about him. He's just an amazing guy. He's done amazing stuff for the Tallahassee Builders Association. And he has taken our association to the next level. He's got, looking at Florida Association, Builders Association around in Florida, and I think our association is probably one of the more active, one of the best associations that we have around. And a lot of it has to do with Paul. Thank you, Paul. I do have several suppliers, subcontractors, bankers, and they're all around, sitting around. I want to thank you guys for being here and for your support. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much for that. Shane is, where is Shane? Why do I have to be behind you as a president? You make me look so bad. Shane is a great guy. Again, I got to know him this year, and he's an amazing guy, outstanding person, and great character. Thank you, Shane.
Thank you, Shane.
I wanted to introduce my family. I have my wife, Amy, and my son, Zach, is over there. My brother and sister-in-law, and my father-in-law, and my mother-in-law, they're here. My daughter couldn't be here. She's in Burma, Myanmar. So, for a 10-day thing. But she's too smart for it. I joined Tallahassee Builder Association over 20 years ago. And in my mind, I never thought that I'd be involved on a leadership level. But over the past few years, we had difficult years, and I watched a lot of good people either struggling or going out of business. And a lot of people were affected, a lot of families were affected. And I felt like the responsibility to get more involved, to share some of my experiences, and I felt like I had something to offer to an association that is such a center core of our industry in the County. And the commitment that I felt like I needed to just commit myself during the whole time and afterwards. But I think the housing, what is happening with the market the past few years is kind of sort of behind us. The housing prices, as we get more involved with it, I think we can get stronger and become a more thriving community and industry that we have. We can be a big part of the local economy. Even though the recovery is slow, the outlook is promising. Every year it looks more and more better. Lyndon Johnson once said that yesterday is not for us to recover, but tomorrow is for us to shape. And I think that's we're in that position. We cannot think about the past anymore, we just need to look forward and look at the future. I feel like Tallahassee is at the turning point. There's a lot of good things that are happening in Tallahassee. A lot of stuff is going to be happening in the next few years. And we need to be part of that growth and part of that change that is happening in our community. It's not only happening in Leon County, it's also happening in the surrounding county, Jefferson, Gaston, and Wacolla County. And we have a huge stake in the future of our area, and we need to shape that future for being a good citizen and being good advocates. We also have a responsibility to our clients. With every job that we do, large or small, we make an impression on a consumer, and we should make sure that that impression is a positive one, and based on our knowledge, professionalism, commitment, serving the need of others. We also have an obligation to TBA, Tallahassee Builders Association. Each of us has certain talent and can shoot and invest that to make TBA grow in size and influence. And I challenge each of you tonight to take your talent and invest it in TBA. I guarantee that you will not regret it. I found the relationship I built with members and community leaders have been invaluable, and the joy of serving has been amazing. We also have an obligation to our fellow members. We need to support each other, learn from each other, and grow together. We are competitors at times, but we share the same journey together. And with the improving market, there's no reason we cannot be successful. And let me add here how strongly I believe doing business with members. Some of my most vital relationships are with my suppliers and subcontractors. Let's treat each other with respect, and together we'll achieve our individual corporate goals. Before I close, I'd like to state my key goals and ask you to commit to help achieve them for TBA this year. First of all, I'd like us to increase our membership and revenue. By doing that, we can better serve our members and be better advocates and help our community. Second of all, I'd like to be continuous relationship with other organizations affecting our industry. Third, I'd like to continue to spread our dialogue with the city and the county government. And last but not least, I'd like to offer more education on best practices for TBA members and more programs for community awareness. We have a great team in place for TBA 2014. So pleased that Drexel Harris has committed to lead the membership committee as only he can. And people like Alan Wickley, Jane Kahn, Jerry McFarland, Stan Zapolsky have stepped up to lead key committees and councils. I know I can rely on senior officers for energy, ideas, and support, and I know that Shane will always be there for his wisdom and guidance. I look forward to the challenging ahead. We have a lot of work to do. I'm confident in 2014 we'll all work together and we can make a great association even better. Please join me in making a difference for TBA. Thank you.